What's going on, guys? I'm with the Moose, and of course I'm back on Diamond Dynasty today. New roster update as it is Friday. If you want to take a look at it, you can go over here to community and roster update. It will be there. But we're going to break down what happened this week, and honestly, kind of an underwhelming week of updates, I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of new content, which is awesome, but in terms of the live series players that changed, really not much going on. So you guys can see a bunch of random little changes. Lonnie Chisenhall gets a +7, Matt Davidson gets a +6, and so on. Really nothing too crazy. Tyler Flowers did go to silver, good for him, but in general, not going to change too much. Logan Morrison did go up a little bit, but problem with him is he has no defense, and obviously not great speed either. He already has decent hitting stats. The contact could go up, but in general, 252 average, not that great. He really just hits home runs, that's what he does, so I don't really see him going up much higher than that. Maybe eventually gets to silver, but really won't change too much. Keon Broxton does go silver, kind of interesting to see that. Brad Hand goes silver as well. Should be a decent relief pitcher. Joe Kelly, I don't know what their slight against him is. I mean, obviously I'm glad he got any plus at all, but for whatever reason he was like a starter in this game for a long time, despite the fact that he hadn't started in like 2 years, and he's been money out of the bullpen. Granted, he can't really strike out anybody right now. Only 24 strikeouts in almost 33 innings, but he's got a 1.10 ERA, 1.10 WHIP. Really good season for him as the Red Sox kind of setup man, 7th inning man. So hopefully he gets a little bit higher later in the year. I don't think he's going to be like a gold or anything, but give me like an 81 overall and I'd be happy. Kenta Maeda gets a +3 back up to silver. Ender Enciarte creeps a little bit closer to gold, so that's cool to see. The biggest change in my opinion this week is Corey Dickerson finally went gold. Took forever, finally went there. We'll show you guys what I was doing with him. He's had a great year so far and definitely will be on the All-Star team. He finally went gold. And also Max Scherzer going up 2 overall to a 95. One of the best pitchers in the league this year. Really been one of the best pitchers in the league for the last 4, 5, 6 years. So definitely well-deserved. Max Scherzer on pace to potentially win another Cy Young Award, which would be very, very impressive. So let's take a look. Those were all the upgrades right there. Nobody else went diamond. The only real change to any diamond obviously was that Max Scherzer going up to a diamond. Nobody even dropped down from diamond. You guys will see the downgrades here. And honestly, there's nothing. I already went through these. There's really nothing of note at all. I don't think any golds went silver. I don't think any diamonds went gold. Brandon Moore went silver to bronze, I guess. I mean, Aledmys Diaz went a little bit lower from high bronze to low bronze. But honestly, nothing. I mean, there's literally nothing here. Kyle Schwarber went down 5, all right? Like, I mean, that's, something that's very obvious that was going to happen. Tyler Clippard went from silver to bronze, so something to take note of. But in general, really nothing happened with this roster update other than Corey Dickerson going from silver to gold. That is the biggest change for sure. And obviously Max Scherzer going up. Although in terms of prices in Diamond Dynasty, I don't think it's going to affect it very much, at least in terms of Scherzer, that is. Basically because he was already a great pitcher. It's not like he was a 90 and went to a 95. He was already a 93. That's already pretty good. Going to a 95 clearly will impact his price a little bit, but I can't imagine his price goes insanely higher because he's already super expensive, or already very tough to get, I should say. So I don't know. I don't think it's going to change too much, but cool upgrade that he got. Now I wanted to show you guys real quick what I was doing and why I'm so happy Corey Dickerson went up. I have 28 Corey Dickersons right now, and I really wish I had more. I definitely could have. I was kind of being a little stingy. They were selling for around like 700, maybe high 600s, yesterday and the days leading up, and I was buying them every once in a while, putting in a few buy orders, getting them, getting probably 2, 3 an hour, something like that whenever I was on. But I really wish I was hitting it hard and I had like 100 or 150, because right now a quick sell of a gold, if you guys don't know, is worth 1,000 regardless, and you get 1,000, it's not taxed or anything. And obviously you could sell them. Let's see what he's going for now. And he's going for right around 1,000, and that's probably my guess at where he's going to stay, because it's kind of tough with this set that, like, the reward, Melvin Upton Jr., not that great. And also there's these 2 established golds already, and there's also a ton of Corey Dickerson cards in the market already. There are a lot of things working against his price. So if you did what I did and have a lot of Corey Dickerson cards, I'm considering quick selling him. I'm going to wait a little bit because there's no harm in waiting. I don't need to quick sell him right now. It's not like he's going to go silver next week or whatever. So I might just wait, see what his price does. Maybe he'll jump to like 15 or 1600, and then I can sell him for a little bit higher. But something to note, if you do have a lot of these cards, the difference between, let's say if I sold this right now around 1100, which I could, that's literally exactly what you would get if you quick sold it. So you might as well quick sell it if it's going to be for that. But like I said, if he does go a little bit higher, I probably will sell him on the market for that. So there's a few other investments I made that did not pay off, at least not yet. So hopefully they will in the future. Avisail Garcia, I have 41 of him. I think he'll get upgraded eventually. I don't know if he actually will go gold. It was kind of a risk I took, and we'll see. I mean, I'm going to hold on to him. He's really not that expensive. He's probably a little cheaper now. He was around like the 200-300s just a few hours ago because people were anticipating him potentially going gold. Now he's dropped down a little bit, but guys like that, highly recommend you do this kind of thing. Make some stubs, no problem. Edwin Encarnacion, had a few of him as well. Thought he might go gold. I think he will next week, honestly, assuming he doesn't completely fall off this week. Mike Moustakas, a little bit tougher for him to go gold, but I could see it happening. Have a few of him as well. So that's something I've been trying to do lately, get a few more cards of players and try to invest a little bit. But let's get into what actually they dropped today. Biggest thing was probably this Stars and Stripes equipment collection. If you collect all 6 Stars and Stripes equipments, you get a 97 overall Matt Kemp. And hopefully somebody already did this. It's in the collect missions if you want to take a look at it yourself. But it's right here, 97 overall. If we take a look inside, obviously all these equipments are probably fantastic. And there is a pack in the game right now which pretty much guarantees you one. So there's the cleat, which is looking like pretty cheap. Let's see, the armband thing, 3,000. Little shin guard or elbow guard, whatever this is, 3,000 as well. So that kind of looks like the normal price for most of these, but you'll see it's not going to be for all of them. So all these 4 right here that we checked are 3,000. That puts us up around 12,000 total. This one right here is selling for around 60,000. So right there, your art, if you add that on to the 12,000 we just had, you're talking, you know, a ton of stubs. I mean, it depends on what you get it for, but you're talking at least like 80,000 right there plus. And then you still need this bat, which I checked before and it was a lot, and that's 50,000 right there. So you're already well over 100,000 stubs, probably into like the 125, 130, 140 range. So that's very expensive. And don't get me wrong, Matt Kemp is going to be a great card, but don't get confused or don't just buy those first 4 that are pretty cheap just because you think the whole set's going to be cheap, because those 2 are very, very expensive, and you want to make sure you realize that before you just willy-nilly go out and kind of get that card. So there is a new pack in the game. I'm not going to open it up just yet. I might open it up later in the video or maybe later on in the weekend, but we'll see. You can only get one of them. It's the June 30th Bases Loaded pack. Gives you 3 player items, including a guaranteed All-Star, which is pretty cool. Legend or Flashback, of course, plus a guaranteed Stars and Stripes equipment item. And obviously it says collect all 6 to earn that Matt Kemp. So that's how you do it. You are guaranteed a Stars and Stripes equipment item, but unfortunately you can only buy one, and it's 15,000 stubs. That's pretty hefty. I don't know. I don't think it's really worth it. But of course, if you want to, be my guest and go for it. And of course, if you do, let me know what you get in the comments down below. Always interested to hear what people have. So let's take a look real quick. Let's see what that Matt Kemp looks like. And my God, he is a beast. I absolutely love Matt Kemp in this game. I think he's a great hitter. His intangibles are fantastic. And this card, I think he had the same card last year, was an absolute stud, absolute beast. Obviously, his power versus or contact power versus left is insane, but even holds his own against righties. Vision is a little bit of a concern, but fielding is pretty good. Wish it would maybe a little bit higher, but in general, it's fine. And 83 speed along with 71 stealing. Really a 5-tool player right here. I was going to say he's like a budget Mike Trout, but clearly not a budget player. But that's kind of what he is. He has great hitting stats, low vision like Trout, you know, around the 50s, but good fielding, good speed. He literally is Mike Trout, but like a little bit less expensive, I guess. So, I don't know. His stats probably compare really favorably to Trout, actually. I think Trout has 84 speed, maybe 80 steal, something like that, or 64 steal, I think it is. So, honestly, this card really is a great replacement for a guy like Mike Trout. So, if you have a lot of stubs, but maybe not enough to get Trout, maybe go for this card. Could be a great option for you. Alright guys, a couple more things I want to cover real quick. One is that there is a new mission in the game right now, which gives you a free flashback player, basically, a free all-star flashback. So if you go into missions, obviously, and then go all the way over to events, they believe it is, it should be there for you. And yes, it is. 1 of 1, redeem this mission and go to inventory to open a free pack that guarantees 1 all-star series player. So pretty nice. I mean, obviously a free player, no doubt about it. That's pretty solid for them to give us. They did say on their stream yesterday, which I will link down in the description below and highly recommend you guys check out. They did say in the stream that you could get a diamond from this. I would be very surprised if I did get a diamond. I probably am going to get a bronze Trevor Cahill, but we'll see. Let's take a look. All-Star Series. If I get a diamond, I'll flip. Let's see who it is. And hey, Jim Johnson. That's actually pretty good. 85 overall, and of course the new event is out, and I'll cover that in a video later today as well with my lineup and whatnot. But actually a decent card. 91 velocity. Looks like pretty cool. So honestly, that's pretty good. There's no reason not to do it. Even if you do get a bronze, it's something you could even quick sell, honestly. So you know, it's good regardless, and it's a free card. No reason not to pick it up. So last thing, clearly but not least, of course, blog link down in the description below. As always, take a look at it, as I probably missed something that you guys might want to know about. But as always, the show mailbag at the bottom is very informative. First thing up is the first question is, will roster updates continue every Friday? They said we're going to continue doing roster updates throughout the MLB season, but some weeks may not always have a new one. They'll try to let us know, they say, such as actually next week on Friday, July 7th, there won't be a new roster update. That kind of makes sense. I bet they have a couple days off there, especially for July 4th. No big deal, but it's also nice to know that you don't want to be insanely investing in a guy like Corey Dickerson from that last week if there's not even going to be a roster update next week. So something to keep note of. The next roster update after today will be on Friday, July 14th, so a couple weeks away. Next one up and final one is for the 3 All-Star Summer events. If you guys didn't know, there's 3 events coming. One obviously started today. For the 3 events, will there be a break when one ends and the next one begins? And they say yes. They're planning for a 24-hour break in between each of the All-Star Summer events. So basically, this event that happened or started today, which, like I said, I'll cover in a video later today, is basically running from now until July 7th, I believe. Then the next one starts July 8th and so on. So basically one day in between, and it kind of works out like that. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like down below and let me know what you think of the Matt Kemp, the roster update. Did you guys invest in Corey Dickerson like I did, and are you getting a big payday when you get on your system later today? But thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.